You're watching Iowa Live. Everything local, entertaining, and meaningful in Central Iowa is right here on Iowa Live.
From the Karl Chevrolet Studios at Karl Chevrolet in Ankeny, welcome to Iowa Live. I am Lou, and you know who this guy is, Brett Moyer. Good to see you, Brett.
Good to see you, Lou.
Now, we are talking August here, and August at Karl Chevrolet is the time to dare to compare. And why not compare based on the largest Chevy dealer in the entire state of Iowa?
Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Tell us what dare to compare in August means.
Well, it's just, there's a lot of things that kind of stand apart, you know, we do, and we're in a lot of areas daring you to compare. And one of the things is some of the specials that we've got going on here. Should we talk about that?
Yeah, let's actually, you want to dare to compare. Let's start off, first of all, let's start off with what you get with today's Chevrolet. Okay, because the models are just amazing.
Well, and you know, talking about the models, let's go with the Trax, the Equinox, and the Traverse. Have you heard anything about the interest rate we've got on those?
Amazing interest rates on these. All I know is that those three vehicles that you just mentioned, some of the most popular vehicles you're going to find not only in the state of Iowa, but in the entire country.
Well, and the thing is, we've got them.
Okay, and you have them at an interest rate of?
3.9.
You're not going to beat that anywhere. Okay, so 3.9 on some of the most popular vehicles you are going to find anywhere, and that's for what, 5 years?
Exactly.
All right, so you can spread your payments out, very, very affordable, especially the Trax.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
we talked about that last time.
You happen to know about that.
Oh yeah, that's how I got here today, as a matter of fact. But that is amazing. But something else that is amazing, I'm kind of probably fibbed a little bit when I said the interest doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, it does. On one vehicle. Which vehicle is that?
Our hottest seller, the 1500 Silverado.
This one's right behind
Right
us?
here,
Now,
yeah.
what's so special about this, and how in the world can Karl offer 0% on the most popular vehicle?
Well, you know, it really doesn't make sense because we can sell the vehicle without having that. But you can get 0% for, again, 5 years on these.
Okay, and what is special about this vehicle here?
This one right here, this vehicle has the 2.7, and you know, that sounds like
2.7 liter motor is what you're
Yeah,
talking about, right?
right.
Okay.
And that sounds like you're talking a passenger car.
Yeah.
But you're not.
A small power plant.
Right. But this, and we've talked about this, the torque on this vehicle right now is 430 foot-pounds of torque.
Now explain what torque is. There's some people out there that might not know what torque is. What is torque?
Torque is what actually gets the vehicle in motion, and so if you're hauling a trailer, you need torque, you know, to get the vehicle up and going.
The pulling power.
Exactly.
The pulling power. Now, the thing that's really cool about this 2.7 liter motor, which is a smaller motor, first of all, you are going to get great fuel economy.
You are.
Okay, but the torque that you're talking about, ready for this, is more than the bigger motors?
Exactly.
Could that be?
It's a fact. It's hard to believe, but it is.
It really is. And we're also talking about reliability with this motor, too. Talk about the reliability.
Well, this is one of the most tested motors that GM has ever had, and they couldn't break it.
Now, you heard what he said, okay? They test these motors at General Motors. You know that. And this is what we understand is one of two that they have put through all their tests, and they couldn't break this thing.
Yeah, and it's really a great motor. And the thing is, right now we've got a lot of these in stock.
Really?
And it's a hot selling vehicle because of what we're talking about here: the torque, the fuel economy, and you know, it's just a great motor.
Yeah. So if you are looking to tow, like maybe a boat, you know, or maybe you have a work trailer. You need, it's what, about 9,000 pounds, right?
It can tow up to 9,000 pounds.
Up to 9,000 pounds towing ability with this fuel economy based motor that has more torque than the bigger motors that he has on the lot.
Yes, sir.
That's hard to believe.
I know it is.
Yeah, but you can dare to compare. That's what this is all about. And when you come out here, you're not going to find any better service. You're not going to find any better, places that get your oil changed, your body work done, your collision center is amazing, and the mechanics you have here are phenomenal.
Second to none.
Yeah. So if you need anything done, anybody, you want to dare to compare. But I'll tell you right now, compare all you want. You know where you're going to end up? You're going to end up right back here at
That's
Karl
it.
Chevrolet. Now, if people want to find out about Karl Chevrolet or any of the models that you handle now, because you handle a variety of different brands, if you want to find out more about everything Karl Chevrolet has to offer,
KarlAuto.com.
Knoxville Nationals qualifying night number 1 is tonight at the Knoxville Raceways. Cars hit the track starting at about 6:45, but a lot of people will be making a pit stop here to fuel up first. Dinky Donuts. We are going to learn the history of this sweet race day tradition when we return.